Hey gang, well, Backlash has returned to the WWE once again, and it's going to be happening this Sunday, and it seems that there's at least, as we know of, 6 matches planned for the pay-per-view. In fact, it's sort of a 2-in-1 match setup for this big bad pay-per-view, but let's get things going with the picks and the shout-outs, which... well, unfortunately, there's not a lot of shout-outs, but I will try to give at least a few wrestling YouTubers some shout-outs. So hopefully you guys go check out their channels, and especially one for somebody who will hopefully be returning very, very soon on here. But let's talk about the main event: Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. This one's going to be a tough one to call, but I think, in all honesty, I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose on this one. I mean, AJ Styles has had a couple of opportunities to get the championship, but I think Dean Ambrose is going to hold on to it for just a little bit longer. And the Intercontinental title on the line as The Miz takes on Dolph Ziggler. The Miz is going to win this one. I'm sorry, gang. Just from what I've read and heard, when Dolph Ziggler did commentary this past Thursday, he kind of did it a little out of character, so yeah, Miz is going to keep that one. And the semifinals and finals to crown the SmackDown Tag Team Champions as either the Usos will take on the Hype Brothers, and the winners will take on Rhino and Slater, I believe, at the pay-per-view. I think it's going to wind up being the Usos against Rhino and Heath Slater. And well, I'm going to have to go with Rhino and Heath Slater to be the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Call me crazy. And we have a 6-pack women's challenge to crown a WWE Women's Champion on SmackDown, as it's going to be Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, Natalya, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella. Well, since this is a new era, you can probably pretty much delete from this one to win it Nikki Bella and Natalya. I'm gonna try and pick 3 of them in this one. I definitely would love to see Becky Lynch win it. I think Carmella's the one who's rivaling with Nikki Bella and Alexa Bliss. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Becky Lynch or Alexa Bliss or Carmella. So we'll see what happens when that happens. And Randy Orton takes on Bray Wyatt in a non-sanctioned nothing goes match. This one's going to be a really hard one to say. Randy Orton made his return to SummerSlam and did not do well against Brock Lesnar. Bray Wyatt, he's been kind of on a so-so kind of roll, so I'm going to go with Bray Wyatt. Call me crazy again. All right, well, there you guys have it. My picks for Backlash, and I want to give us some shout-outs to some fellow YouTubers real quick. And the only one that I know of so far that's actually done a Backlash picks video is WhatCulture Wrestling. But I'm going to give a few shout-outs to some fellow YouTubers that, again, they have wrestling channels. They talk about wrestling. I think sometimes they play wrestling games on their channels, too. I hope you guys go check them out. Gordon Maston, Will's World, that's the one I was telling you guys about earlier, that hopefully he'll be back very, very soon. He's just taking a little time off from doing videos to take care of some personal things. And, Will, man, you see this video? I hope everything gets well for you real soon, man, and I hope everything works out for you and be back on here real soon. Also to Matt Jerishow, attituderanation, and WrestleManiac 1130. So, a few shout-outs right there. So yeah, Backlash returns. Going to be an all SmackDown pay-per-view, and to tell you guys the truth, I've never really been much of a big fan of Backlash. Let's get back here a little bit. I think the only one I actually really liked was the one where the main event was Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H against the Brothers of Destruction in a winner takes all championships match. That one had some very interesting matches, and probably one of the best hardcore title matches I've ever seen in my life, between Rhino and Raven. It was an amazing match, really good, and probably one of the top 5 favorite hardcore title matches of all time. It was brutal, but it was fun, and it was pretty amazing. But yeah, Backlash, never really been a big fan of them. I always kind of thought that, I mean, as we all know, originally, of course, it was originally supposed to be a post WrestleMania pay-per-view that didn't really seem to get a whole lot of people excited. And this is one that I just have to be honest with you. Am I really excited about it? I don't know. Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, again, a match that could probably go really either way. But do I think AJ Styles will get the championship? No. But I do see him winning a championship before the end of the year. I think he could probably be the Intercontinental Champion, to be honest with you. Tag title match. If this is supposed to be the new era, if they give the titles to the Usos, I think that'll just be a big mistake. They've been pushing Heath Slater and Rhino to the limits, but I would not be a bit surprised if Rhino turned on Heath Slater in the match, because it's WWE, and how often can we sit here and say that it's unpredictable? Not very often. Intercontinental title, Miz, Dolph Ziggler. It seems like Dolph just keeps getting punished for overselling, and I don't know why. Because God knows Charlotte can't sell a refrigerator to an Eskimo, but she's on Raw, so yeah. The six-pack challenge to crown a new women's champion. Let's just thank God it's not a six-pack scramble. Do you remember those matches when they used to have the six-man scramble for a championship belt? How incredibly insane that stuff was. Wow, it was crazy. But yeah, Becky Lynch will probably have to be my number one favorite to win it. But again, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, I would not be at least a little bit surprised. Especially probably Carmella's probably, I think, the one I'm really rooting for, probably big time. But Becky Lynch, it's time for her to get a championship belt. I mean, come on. Paige might be out the door before too long, and if she isn't, what have you got left for women's division in WWE? Not much. Well, not really. I mean, Bayley's good, and Asuka's good, and like I said, Charlotte can't sell for crap. And Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. I don't know about this one. Do I think it's going to be a match of the night? No, not really. But it should be interesting, and it should be pretty interesting to see how that one's all going to turn out. And again, I think I talked about the Usos and the Hype Bros and the Rhino and Slater. So yeah, there you guys have my picks for Backlash, and I hope you guys go check out the guys I told you about in the video. And on Monday, I'll be back here again with more shoutouts and the results and what I think of the whole doggone pay-per-view. And if you got any pictures you want to leave down below, love to hear from you guys. Come on. Let's see what you guys got. And if you have a favorite Backlash from the past, I'd love to know what it is as well. Well, gang, I'm going to get on out of here. I'll see you back here on Monday. And, hey, if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe, wherever that subscribe button is down below. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. And, as always, stay strong and rock on.